Welcome into another Gulag mock draft. We're going to go ahead and see which spot I get here. I'm going to be drafting from the 31 spot, which is Zach Mahlberg. This one's going to be kind of interesting. It's going to be right next to Ryan, who is also going to be drafting. So I'm going to snipe him of a couple players. And then Zach's going to kind of see, you know, some strategy that Ryan has as well, being at the end of the turn. So, putting this into perspective here, your first pick is going to be the 307, and then you get a 310 in a regular league. So, let's get started and see what we got. All right, two quarterbacks, two tight ends. Let's see what we got for Zach. So, looking at best available, you're in a predicament here because there's a couple guys I see that I like a lot. Allen Robinson's a very, very, very safe pick, but you got to debate. Okay, do I want to get one of these running backs before it's too late? So if Ryan would double down on a running back, then you're not getting any of value. I think personally, I like Le'Veon Bell a lot. Carson is good as well. But if we look here, Amari Cooper's also there. I think Allen Robinson's a bit of a stretch. I'm debating between Odell and Le'Veon, to be honest. I'm going to go with Le'Veon Bell. Give you one of those running backs. He's going to be pretty much only guy of note with the Jets in the backfield. So we get ourselves a running back right off the start. Now comes the decision. Do I want to double down and get like a Melvin Gordon, or do I want to take a wideout? Me, I'm going with a wideout. I'm already deciding that. There goes Montgomery to Ryan. So he took Montgomery over Carson and Melvin. I got to decide. Do I want a DJ Moore? Do I want a Juju? Or do I want Allen Robinson? Odell's now gone. So if I take Juju, I'm going through somewhat of a gamble. Usually you'd say the same thing for Allen Robinson because you have the Bears quarterback. So it's like, okay, what? And then we also got DJ Moore. I've already spoke very, very highly of DJ Moore, so I'm already going to go ahead and I'm going to take him. I think he's going to have a breakout year. Now, I think a safe pick also could have been Kenny Galladay, but I already saw this and I didn't comment on it. Kenny Galladay's got a week 5 bye. So then you're putting yourself in a predicament of trying to fill a wide receiver spot when you currently there's going to be 24 teams left in the league. So dropping Kenny Galladay wouldn't be wise, and the wide receivers available might not even be that good. All right, so we got Le'Veon Bell, we got DJ Moore. A lot of quarterbacks being taken right now. I don't really recommend that. Let's see here. So, gross. Best available. Alexander Madison? Hell no. Okay, Philip Lindsay, somewhat of an interesting option. Ugh, you can see it's kind of getting very gross very quickly. So, Hunter Henry, I like that pick. It's just a matter of do you want to take a quarterback right now and then give up the potential to get one of these other options here. I see some running backs. I'm going to hope that Tariq Cohen can bounce back, but I'm going to take Hunter Henry because it's going to fill myself in a position that is kind of hard to fill with someone in that top tier. He has a week 10 bye. So if I can walk away with Hunter Henry, Bell, DJ Moore, and then potentially Tariq Cohen, I think that's a great start. If we look at the quarterbacks here, Aaron Rodgers is there, Josh Allen's there, Carson Wentz is there. Carson Wentz is very, very interesting to me right now because the Eagles' beginning of the year schedule is really, really bad. So we'll see. Ryan just took back-to-back juniors at the wide receiver. So Tariq Cohen is what I'm thinking, or Carson Wentz. My second wide receiver, I should be able to get someone that's going to be okay in the fifth round. All right, so he took Philip Lindsay. It's either Tariq Cohen or get myself a quarterback. Look at the quarterbacks available. There's still a lot of good guys there, so I don't think I'm going to take Carson Wentz at this current moment. I'm going to go with Tariq Cohen. I'm going to lock up the running back position. I got two pass catching running backs. I got a target monster in DJ Moore, and I got Hunter Henry, who's one of the top tier tight ends in fantasy. So when it comes back, we're going to have to address the wide receiver in the flex position, potentially back to back, and then wait one more time on quarterback. That might not be possible though if we see the quarterbacks that are left are not good. So I just saw five quarterbacks have gone off the board, six now. Look at the quarterbacks that are left as they fall. There's still a couple really good options, so I'm still excited about that. Preston Williams, guy I love, just went. You can see there's still plenty of options there. I'm gonna wait. I know Ryan still needs a quarterback, but let's go ahead. Let's take a look at the wide receivers. Golden Tate is there. He's the best target option for the Giants. Running back, I don't like any of those options. I already am gonna lock up Golden Tate. So a lot of PPR guys here. Le'Veon Bell, Tariq Cohen, DJ Moore, Golden Tate, and Hunter Henry. Man, I like that core a lot. Now it's just a matter of do I want to fill the flex or do I want to fill the quarterback? Looking at the quarterback position for startable guys, we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got nine, about 10 guys left. Hmm, I feel like we need to take one, but also then we're giving up the ability to get a flex. So Alan Lazard, I just saw is there. Dallas Goddard, I like him. I already mentioned that. Ooh, Philip Rivers. That was the guy I was eyeing up. Mike Williams. I don't get this. His ADP is so freaking low. Um, I don't think I'm going to be able to get him if I don't take him here, but he'd be another nice option there in the flex. Jonu Smith, Jack Doyle, Lazard, or a quarterback. You know, it's tough. It's tough sledding here. Might to get my bias on the side here with Mike Williams, or do I go with a quarterback? So look at the quarterbacks quickly. Tannehill, Locke, Cousins. At that point, I might as well punt and go with what I did in my last round, which is Tyrod Taylor. I'm looking at the flex here. I really want to go with Mike Williams. I have no clue why he continues to be underdrafted, and I'm going to do it. So if we look here, I got two Chargers in the lineup. They start with the Bengals right off the bat. But Mike Williams is a stud when it comes to the red zone. So he's not really a PPR guy, but he's more of a big play type guy. And we'll be able to see that. So let's just hope we can get a starting quarterback when it swings back around. We still do have some of these teams that are taking a kicker. tough. I was hoping to get Carr or Darnold. If Tyrod gets taken here, we're going to be in a bit of misery. All right. Now, at this point, it's like, okay, I have two Chargers pass catchers. I'm hoping that they're both solid. If I get Tyrod and, both those guys are solid, as long as the passing game's solid, that should reflect with Tyrod being good as well. I'm going with Tyrod. He's going to be a starter. It's either going to be him or Dwayne Haskins. I don't really like Dwayne Haskins at all. So we're going to have to go with a defense here before they all just start falling off the board. So look at the Texans. No way at all am I picking up the Texans. So I picked the Titans in my last mock draft. Seems to be like my go-to in this range. The Titans are playing against the Broncos. You could also flip the switch and take the Broncos, who are playing the Titans. So, that's the route I may go here, as long as Ryan doesn't take a defense. I think he's gonna, though, because he sees that all these defenses are going off the board. There's not many good ones left. Wow. So he did punt the position again. I'm going to switch it up here. I'm going with the Broncos. So the Broncos are playing against the Titans in week 1. We'll see how that goes. So we got Tyrod, we got Le'Veon Bell and Cohen. We have DJ Moore and Golden Tate, Hunter Henry and Mike Williams. Then we have the Broncos defense. So looking back quickly, when we took Mike Williams, some of these guys that are here in the flex, the only ones I would have considered would have been Alan Lazard, Jonnu Smith, who's the starting tight end for the Titans. Then we would have had two tight ends in our starting lineup. Dallas Goedert and Jack Doyle. I like both those as well. Robbie Anderson is somewhat interesting as well. Like a deep target there with the Panthers. All right, Herbert is still there. I'm going to go with Herbert when it comes to me on the clock, because now I am guaranteed the Chargers starting quarterback. Very, very smart decision. As you see, I did that. And again, this isn't necessarily my Chargers biasness, but it's just locking up the position so that really what you're doing is you're just starting the Chargers quarterback. They don't have bye till week 10 until you find someone that you're more comfortable with, if that would be the case. All right, Darwin Thompson and Eno Benjamin are there for the running backs. Some people like Dare Gumbuwale still. There's way too many mouths to feed there with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Nelson Aguilar is somewhat interesting as well. Van Jefferson with the Rams. That's kind of the way I'm leaning as I see that here. I could go with my always valuable pick in Irv Smith Jr. If I want to do it, I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to take Van Jefferson. He's the wide receiver 3 for the Rams. He's a rookie this year. Don't really know what to expect with him, but the Rams do have a very pass-heavy offense. Yikes, someone took Devin Funchess. Can't wait to see someone do that in our league. Oh, we haven't read the news. All right. Tight end. Irv Smith is gone. Asiasi is the starting tight end now. He's a rookie. Do I want to take that many rookies? Not necessarily. Tyler Eifert's kind of interesting. He's a starting tight end with the Jags, and when he's healthy, he's really, really good. Just going to go with that there to fill my position, and then I'm going to have to go with the kicker on my next pick. Ugh. Let's see here. Steven Hauschka, still the front runner. You don't like hearing that. Giant sign Cat and Zaro. They just cut Rosas. That's going to be my pick, unless Ryan would screw me and take another kicker. Catanzaro will be the starting kicker there for the Giants to start the year. Yep. All right. So let's take a look at Zach's roster. We got Tyrod Taylor at the quarterback. We also have Herbert backing him up. So we're guaranteed a starting quarterback on a weekly basis. The only thing that could screw us is if someone gets pulled in the middle of the game. We got to hope that doesn't happen. And we got Le'Veon Bell and Tariq Cohen. I love that a lot. Wide receivers, we got DJ Moore and Golden Tate, PPR monsters. Hunter Henry, one of the top notch tight ends. We got Mike Williams, who continues to slide unnecessarily in these drafts. Chandler Catanzaro at the kicker position, the starting kicker for the New York Giants. And then we got the Denver Broncos defense. I already mentioned Justin Herbert. Then we got Van Jefferson and Tyler Eifert, who can very easily be dropped if there would be someone on the waivers that we'd rather have. So I do like this team a lot. The only worry of concern here would probably be our quarterback. I guess you could also count in your flex, but outside of that, for now, I could see this team for sure lasting quite a few weeks. Thanks for joining me on this mock draft with the Gulag.